After leaving Alpe d'Huez, we started to head north, but we couldn't resist stopping off at one of our favourite locations for a dip. We'd visited this place before, saw the waterfall, but never actually entered the water, so this was the perfect time to jump in and have a bath.
It's so deep, man. I wish I'd find out. Oh my God, it's freezing. It's freezing. It's so cold. Oh my God!
Gee, my shoulder, that hurt. Morning, so wasn't that... Morning! That was a delightful jump and swim in there. It took us a while to actually get in the water because we were a bit unsure and nervous about jumping in. So we waited for the sun to come over. It lit up the floor and we were chucking in stones, and we worked out it was deep enough, so it was all good. So we jumped in, had a wash, and now we're just going to try and head towards Val d'Isere, take a nice little route, and try and find a place for a croissant. So yeah, find somewhere for brunch, breakfast, lunch, brunch, all that sort of stuff. So Joe's just prepping and we shall hit the road. Tell you something, it is bloody windy and cold at the top of this. It's like 30 degrees down the bottom and it is chilly up here. I'm gonna take my hat off, I think, because that will blow away. Hang on, I've got a sticker snap. Here we go, sticker on here. I'm sure we done one last time, but they probably clean them off. So let's go back to the van. Joe was just driven straight past us. He had no idea we were in stock there. So yeah. So yeah, we're in Val d'Isere. I probably haven't mentioned it other than the fact that you probably saw, but then when Joe done a silly and done an endo on his bike and fell off of it, he broke his mode selector. So now we need to find, hopefully, a bike shop that will be able to either repair or replace. I don't think it's going to be likely, but we need to have a look. So yeah, in Val d'Isere, have a look around a couple of the shops now, and then we'll head out the back and then pitch up somewhere that's a little bit quieter. It is hard to find pitches around Val d'Isere. There is a campsite, but yeah, there are a select few places you can go. So we'll try and have a look for a shop now. Righto. So after walking around Val d'Isere and having a, there's not many bike shops to be fair, and if there are, they're just rentals. Joe has managed to ring, or he got speaking to somebody in the shop, who then passed him to a not a dealer, another shop down in Bourg Saint Maurice, and he's going to go down there and pick up a part which should be like for like, well, not like for like, it's a different model. So the Shimano Steps motor, yeah, it's a different part, but it should work. So he's going to go down there. Luckily they've got one. He's going to put it to the side and go and collect it. So he's going to do that, and we're going to go and try and find a spot to pitch up. going by previous years, we know it's difficult to park around here, but we're going to go and try and find somewhere now. So wish us luck, and then we'll send the coordinates to Joe when he's back. Off he goes. Marmot land! So we're just looking to see whether we can actually park at this top bit, because Val d'Isere is down there. We've come back up because there was supposed to be a spot by a lake which is closed off. But there's a lift that comes up to here, which I believe is from Val d'Isere, and if so, there must be trails here that we can go down into Val d'Isere, or we can get the lift down to then obviously start from there. So we'll try and work that one out. But up here with the Peace Bashers. I hope you like them drone shots. They were pretty cool, weren't they? But it's hard to find somewhere around here. It got to the point where we headed back down to Val d'Isere and found a spot just outside the north of the town. What are you doing, Sam?
I'm doing the Caravan's swivel double seat. What's that?
Go on, turn it round. Oh, he's got to open it up. There's 4 bolts, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And then it will just spin around, and it makes the living area so much more spacious because you don't have this in the way. It spins around, you can sit here, sit over there, perfect. Like so.
Make sure the charging cables don't get all fucked up. And voila!
And voila, the chair is round, and look who's arrived. It's Joe. We're currently having a selection of hams with some tomato bread and just some sauces. We've got a couple of beers ready to go.
Different. I'm going to do a bit there with that, then I'm going to grab a bit of this and put that in the middle, fold it over, then I'm going to do a bit of this one, put that on the other side, then I get 3 different hams.
So the gin we have with us is the Lakes gin, and I am going to have a straight tipple in these lovely little whiskey dimples.
Well, we need to eat these.
Cheers.
Would you like tea cake? Would you like a...
I'd love one. They're soft.
Yes, they are very soft and melted. Would you have 2?
No. That's
Oh no, Luke. Oh, they're all stuck to the thing and all broke. Oh, my
they're not. No.
The next morning.
This bus, I'm trying to work on my bike here, and this bus keeps building up pressure and exploding shit all over me. Honestly, you watch. Any second now, I'm not even going to look that way because I'll probably get stones in the eye. There it goes again. Stop firing stones at me. So a couple of things this morning. Being fired at by the bus with the air compressor. I was going to clean this plate. It's a bit flattened now. Basically, we were told that if we could move politely by the gentleman, away from this field because they're going to come down and paraglide into it, which is pretty cool. So we've moved out of the way and they need that approach across the car park into the field. But yeah, I've done it, but I've done a bit of paragliding before and it is mega cool. So yeah, rate that. Getting the bike ready and I'm going to roll down into Val. Don't know whether Sam's coming or not, but I'm going to roll into Val and we are going to go, or we're going to go up and do a 13-kilometre green run, which will be nice and flowy all the way down. So I'm buzzing for that. 16 euros for a lift pass for a day, which I don't think is too unreasonable. Beautiful day, cloud sort of shrouding some of the peaks, which is epic. But yeah, hopefully some more great riding today. I thought I'd take a moment to show you guys the current sort of riding setup and protection that I've got. So obviously riding the high bike all mountain 6, out here planted as you would like, so that I absolutely love. Protection wise, I've got a Troy Lee chest and back protector, the Troy Lee elbow and knee pads, and for storage I want obviously protection, obviously the full face helmet. Not the most expensive, not the cheapest, but yeah, it's a helmet that does the job. 100% goggles with rip-offs if it gets wet, but haven't needed to use them, although it does limit your peripheral vision, which I've not had too many issues with. It's just you need to make sure if you're coming onto a road you can have a look left and right. Oops. Anyway, yeah, and then some Fox gloves. I normally run either a bag, which I can put camera gear in and everything, but if I want to go light, I'm using the Thule hip pack, which is nice and small. It's got all the essentials like CO2 cartridges for pumping up the tyre if it goes down. I've got a spare inner tube actually on the top of the saddle. But yeah, in the hip pack I've got basically a small Allen key set, CO2 cartridges like I said, some tyre levers, just sort of the bare essentials that you might need on the trail. So yeah, that's sort of my setup for going out today. Just need to put my jersey shorts on and get my I've got 510s. 510s is what I'm wearing at the moment, but it's all themed really nicely and looks pretty cool. So yeah, here they come. How on earth they started up there so early, I don't know, because the lift wasn't running. Mega. Sick.
Holy shit.
Grab a panel.
A what?
Panel.
Panel?
Solar panel.
Oh. In the front.
Hey, they stayed up. Sometimes you can come in with a bum on the floor. So I wasn't sure what we were going to have for breakfast. Sam's come in with the chicken wraps. Bang him. Now we need to get a lift pass. Bonjour, we buy the passes. Here we go. We are on the Olympic lift, which is the main lift out of Valdi, down there. And at the very top there is a green run which stretches for 13 kilometres, which we're going to attempt first. That sounds delightful and I'm hoping it's going to be, but when we were here last time, me and Sam, this lift was actually closed because it was broken. So this is the first time we're actually coming up here. And the last time I came up a mountain in this area, Val d'Isère and Teens, it was Teens we went up, I had a nasty injury. So we don't want any more injuries. Yeah, so I'm going to get to the top and see what it's all about. There's a marmot. We've just been talking about these marmots and we've had an absolute crisis in the van. I've never seen so many flies in all my life. hundreds of them. We didn't even realise there were, we knew there were flies in there until we shook the bed and they all came out.